artificial flowers and plants for spring and summer.
Oh, yes, yes. Very nice. We have whatever you can grow outside. I don't want to exaggerate, but we have a large selection of floral. Very nice and good prices. We got some new vases in, so it's just, it's a good deal. Come on in. We'll help you put a little vase together with some floral. I love doing that. I love putting the little displays together.
Mm-hmm.
But we're here to help, and a lot of new stuff. You need to come in. That's why everyone needs to come in weekly.
Oh God! Now, it's not Starbucks. Now it's you in Starbucks. I don't know who the third one's gonna be.
Oh God!
And when you're talking about all the different plants that you have in there, you know what? Think of it this way, everybody that's tuning in today. Spring and summer are here. We don't want to be in the houses all the time. Right? We're out, and we're doing all the good summer stuff, and, well, we got to say, really, spring's almost over with, right, guys? Yeah,
feels like it.
Yeah, so summer's almost here. But just think that if you have live plants, donate them. Give them to somebody. Go down to Anna's, get them all your plants. You don't have to worry about watering them. When you think about it, right?
Yep.
You don't
save on your water bill.
Yeah, that you do. Because outside, usually everybody has their sprinklers and stuff on a timer, so you don't have to worry about outside. Why should you have to worry about inside?
Yep.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, that just gave me an idea.
Uh-oh.
Yes. And now also, Gail, let's get back to the event that's coming up. Now, what more input would you love to put into this?
Well, I just wanted to hope everyone tunes in and listens, Bev, and that they know about the giveaway. $25 gift card can go a long way at Anna's Linens. And we just want the customers to know that we appreciate them. We love when they come and shop our stores, and we're there to service them. And good luck to everyone.
Yeah,
good luck to everyone.
I have to break in, Gail. Because I didn't want to interrupt you, but I got an email today. That $25 gift certificate bumped up to $50.
Whoa!
Yes.
Very good.
Yep, and FedEx delivered to me today, and I went, holy moly. Yep.
Very good. $50 is going to go even a longer way.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. That is great. I see. They didn't tell me that, but...
Well, sorry, you just found out. I just found out.
I'm surprised too. Yeah, but that's wonderful. Yeah, and so we're looking to just have I'm not going to be there that day, as I will be out of state. But we'll make sure that the management team is there and all, and that when it's Let's Go Shopping with Bev Day, Anna's Linens, we're going to have some cookies out and some bottles of water and show the customers that we love them and we want them to come back every day.
That's true, and I got a couple of surprises up my sleeve that we're going to be pulling out that day, and I promised myself I ain't going to tell nobody until it happens, but it's all good, and I hope they like it, they should, and then, and starting next week on the top of the hour, so a few minutes after 4 o'clock, as soon as I get on air, we are going to be asking one question per week. The phone lines are going to be open, and it's 888-909-1050. You call in, and if Rob or Mia is on the board that time, whatever, just, they'll get you through, and if you have the correct answer to that question, automatically you're going to win that $50 gift certificate to do this shopping day, and it's going to be on Saturday the 29th. And why us ladies decided on a Saturday, it's going to be easier for a lot of the moms and dads that were not working, and you're going to have more time to come on down there and really have some fun. And like I said, next week it's going to be on Facebook, Twitter, Google. It's going to be plastered everywhere. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. And I personally, on the bottom of my heart, Gail, I want to thank you and Kelly and the whole team that you people have for coming up and we're doing this. Thank you.
Oh, Beth, thank you for having us on the radio. You kidding? We're loving this.
Hey, you're from my neck of the woods. What else would I do?
I know. We're going to stick together, these East Coast girls.
Yes. And now, real quick, let's get back to the sale. Do you have an extra second?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, also, looking on the list here, the one thing that caught my eye is the 30% off styles of room-size rugs. Regular. Hello?
Go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Regular $19.99, $99.99. Sale price is $13.99 to $69.99.
That is correct. For the 3-day event that we have, that's going Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have select styles of our room-size rugs marked down 30% off. We have a great selection. We have florals. We have geometrics. We have solids. We have something for everyone.
Oh, you do?
For everyone.
You do?
We sure do.
And that store is so cool, and it's so easy to maneuver that store.
That's a good-sized store for our Redlands location. That's a good-sized store.
It is. And what I love about it is when you come in, when you come in through the double doors, you can stand there for a split second, look to the left, and it's like you're captain of a ship and you wanted to know where to steer your ship. Start with the left and swing all the way to the right, and then go up and down the middle aisles, and you will not miss a beat. And everything is lined up like it should be. So where your bedding is, everything for the bedrooms are there. For your living rooms, for your kitchens, for your dining rooms. I mean, this store is set up fantastic. It is so easy to maneuver this store.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It is.
It is. So. Well, Gail, I know you're busy, darling, and thank you so much for this time. And you want to bump out your www and all your good stuff?
Oh, yes. You can find us at www.annaslinen.com, and on that you can reach our website. We do sell a few different items on our web than we do in the store, so it's really good to check that out. And also, it's going to give you a complete listing of all the stores' locations and phone numbers. So.
And one more time with your W, darling.
www.annaslinen.com.
And that is so simple. And
yes, it is.
And the ones that are not sure of the spelling, it's ANNA''S.
Yeah, but no apostrophe on the when you're putting it in.
Oh, good thing you told me that.
Yes, and then just linens, LINENS. AnnasLinens.com.
Oh, that's going to be simple.
It's very simple.
Yes.
But
well,
they can come visit us at any one of our stores.
Yes, we will. You know, I got to, when I'm down closer to your neck of the woods, I got to pop into one of your stores.
Yes. You got to call me, and then we have to do coffee, too.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Yes. You know, you can't be New Yorkers without meeting somewhere and having coffee. It's mandatory, right?
That's true.
And a big bowl of pasta.
Oh, God, that sounds
Well, Gail, thank you so much, honey, and I'll talk to you early next week, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Thanks again, Deb, for having us.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. She is such a sweetheart. I mean, she's a character. And now, since everybody knows about Anna's, and you doctors are still in the house, so let's pick up where we left off.
Okay, as far as let's see, as far as the how would I put it? Safe browsing way of doing things. Trying to find the exact wording, but what you need is everybody kind of like for example, I heard, I was a little bit worried about going to Twitter or Facebook or things like that because I don't want them to have everything, that type of thing where as long as you treat it with, something, I wouldn't post this or I wouldn't post this to everybody in the world, then you're fairly safe with having, it's as much information as you allow it to have. So it's not a giant scary thing unless you let it be. For example, you can go there and you can post public stuff there. You can say, hey, well, it was fun when we went to a birthday party or this or that. And that's kind of the things that, to me, is the best to post. I don't need to post every single thing that I have there and things that I may not want everybody to. I went over here, okay, and
And so, yeah.
So, and same thing with photos, because a lot of things, especially with whether it be teenagers or just people who are just starting out with, Facebook and things like that, it's just good practice to make sure that you're not putting anything up there, even if you want it to just be private. They have things sometimes where, they just become non-private. Mm-hmm. And so as long as you follow those guidelines, there's nothing that's on the internet that can just cause that chaotic thing without you having initiated that in some sort of a way, so to speak. Meaning, for example, if I say something and didn't want it being out there, don't say it.
Yeah, well, it is out there for a long period of time.
That's the only thing. The internet is a very, very hard to pull things off of. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, with Facebook, the only things that I've found that are, and just like any other website, there's certain games, and I don't mean from Facebook, but, whereas one of your friends may post some sort of a game or whatever, hey, check this out, click here. Those you still have to be leery of. There's obviously some of the antiviruses and things like that will also check that and make sure that those are protected. But really, it's just a few common things to follow, just like checking the links, hovering over them, making sure that, if your friend says, typically you kind of can know because they'll literally say nothing and it'll just say, hey, check this link out. And you're kind of like, mm-hmm. If I wasn't talking to the person on the phone like 20 minutes ago and they said, hey, I'm going to send you something, odds are they're not just, they're going to give it some sort of a backstory of like, hey, we were, I mentioned this, or I talked about, I checked, I found this really great deal, click here, that type of thing. Then you'll kind of know. But if you hover over the link, that'll give you a better idea of whether that is safe or not.
Right, and it's basically using common sense. Use the sense that you were born with. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And like on Facebook, the two things. Now, I really like the idea of Facebook because when you talk about the post with all the events and that we do here at the station, they're posted. The programs are posted, right?
Exactly.
And it's good to let everybody knows what's going on. But I'm going to tell you, I get a giggle and I sit there and tears are running down my eyes where you're going down on Facebook and these people, will like somebody and then another one joins and another one joins. It reminds me of a card party. Something, Mahjong card party. That's what it reminds me of. Use your common sense. I was reading some of them yesterday and I'm going, what do these people do for a living? Do they just sit here and they put this stuff on? To them, they, God bless you if you think it's good. But, this one, this person did that and that person did. Yeah, Ann? Okay. So what does that have to do with me and my universe? You know what I mean? So just use your common sense, and then it cracks me up where everybody puts their birthdays.
Yeah.
I don't want people to know my birthday. I don't even want to know my birthday. You know what I mean? And so listen to the doctors, to Josh and Ray, and even Rob, because he's an expert when it comes to computers also. Use your common sense.
Just remember, it's all public.
It's in the paperwork.
Exactly.
The paperwork.
So, and that's really the thing. I mean, my thing is my personal one, and it sounds kind of ridiculous because I'm such a computer person. I have Facebook on my phone. I have Twitter on my phone. I don't check them that much.
Okay.
It's just one of those things. But the things that I do post up there are things that are just like, I've checked out this, this nice little, and actually kind of interestingly enough, one of the reasons why I think pushing computers for the schools is so important. Had I not been playing games most of my childhood and hearing my family, if you spend as much playing games, as getting into like some sort of a program to learn about what you want to do, you'd be a millionaire. And you know what? It's true. If you follow that passion and you have the means, whether it be getting a computer in the school so that you can learn your passion, you can do that very easily.